Good morning, guys, and welcome to Saturday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all well. Got a great weekend planned, and of course looking forward to what is a really busy day of racing today. In terms of Saturdays, perhaps not the most prestigious and the most enthralling. I don't think we've got that real world-class race taking place today, but plenty of interesting ones, and no fewer than 8 meetings taking place. So a really busy day, as you expect on a Saturday. But I think the fact that we had Chester's 3-day meeting during the week where we did see some world-class races and potentially some world-class horses, that was a bit of a treat during the week, and perhaps that means that Saturday's action isn't quite as strong as you'd usually expect. Still a really, really good day though, and we're racing from Lingfield, from Haydock. Hexham, they have a mixed card of jumps and flat today. There's also Wexford over in Ireland, and then Ascot, Nottingham, Thirsk and Warwick. So plenty of action taking place today. The races from Thirsk and Warwick are this evening, so we go right through the day, and it should be a really, really interesting day of racing. Just a reminder, this is a live Q&A session if you did want to join in at all, if you've got any questions about any of today's tips, or if there's a race we haven't covered that you'd like a extra tip on, or an extra type of bet, that's absolutely fine. Please do feel free to join in the Q&A session, and we can I can answer that question as quickly as possible for you. If not, if you're maybe not watching this video live, I know it still is a little bit early, or perhaps you haven't got time just to join in the Q&A session right now, then please remember you can email joe@freeracingtips.co.uk. You can get in touch via Twitter. We are at freeracingtips7, and then it's facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold if you wanted to join in that. So plenty of ways for you to get in touch if you did want to. So yeah, lots for us to go through today, but we'll start off by taking a little look at yesterday, and it was proving to be a really, really frustrating one with I think a couple of seconds and a third place finish from the Lucky 15, which included the premium tip, and it was looking like a day of hitting the crossbar. But the next best bet of the day, that was Chocala. That actually saved the day somewhat with odds of 7-4. This obviously a 3-point win. Yes, only saved the day a little bit. Richard Hughes, I thought, gave the horse a brilliant ride, held on to him to the very last minute, and just showed enough in those closing stages to come out on top. We knew that Alan King had a really, really good strike rate in races such as this one, and that strike rate was enhanced again with that good ride from Richard Hughes. Always a positive jockey booking, I think, when someone like Alan King goes out and gets a Richard Hughes or someone. I think that means that he's clearly in good spirits about the horse, and yeah, Chocala did save the day somewhat, but it could have been a much, much better day. The premium tip was second, then a couple of thirds, I believe. So yeah, really close to being a really, really good day. But you don't get anything for seconds and thirds when they're win-only bets, of course. So yeah, we'll hopefully turn that luck around today, and we can hopefully have a few more winners, as well as that premium tip and next best bet doing well as well. As I said, 8 meetings taking place today. Going to be a bit of a frantic one, but plenty of decent action taking place, and we'll start off by going through our premium tip for today. That goes in the 4:35 at Lingfield, and it's Your Art Is On Fire at 7-4. This horse actually won over a mile at Haydock last time out, and goes over a 7-furlong trip today, which I don't think is going to be a problem at all. Does actually take a drop in class as well, which isn't something you see a lot after a horse that's just won, but could be a smart move from Connections to get this horse another victory. As you'd expect, though, as this race isn't quite as competitive as that one he won last time out, he is actually higher in the weights, this horse. But Joey Haynes takes a vital £5 off, and this jockey has actually won on the horse as well before, so clearly knows all about the horse and how to win on this one as well. Was the rider last time out. Stable's in good form. As I said, that Joey Haynes £5 claim could be vital. Stable's in really good form. Looks to be the best horse in the race to me, and I can't see too much getting in his way in this one. I think we're looking at a horse that is set for a decent season and looks to be, as I say, good value, and hopefully can get the premium tips back on track after a couple of disappointing days. That's the premium tip is Your Art Is On Fire in the 4:35 at Lingfield at 7-4. Right, the next best bet of the day, that goes in the 3:15 at Ascot, and our tip here is Ribbons at 15-8. This horse, she's actually won 4 from her 6 races, so it's clearly a little bit of a class act, I think, and could be a little bit overpriced in this race. Ran well on seasonal debut last time out. Finished second in that race, which I think is always a decent run for a horse running for the first time of the year. Should improve on that today. Surely would have needed that run a little bit, and yes, should go well today. The mile trip I think could be ideal. Has Hayley Turner on board, who's again she's a jockey that knows this horse well and is sure to give the horse a really good ride. I think could be the class act actually in this race. The next best bet, Ribbons. As I say, does look to possibly be a little bit overpriced. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of market support come for this horse, and that 15 to 8 could be really good value right now. Feeling confident that that's a good next best bet of the day. That's in the 3:15 at Ascot, and it's Ribbons looking to make it 5 wins from 7, which is, you know, would be a really prolific strike rate. Never really out of the frame, should go close, and yeah, should go well today, I think. So that's the premium tip and the next best bet. Remember, it's 4 points win only for the premium tip, and then 3 points for the next best bet. If you did want to double up on those two, then maybe just a 1 point bet or something like that. But do always do them in singles. Don't just do the double. I'd very much recommend that. The little earner for today, that goes in the 220 at Lingfield, and our tip here is Island Remedy at 10 to 1. Now, this horse actually races for the first time this season. But was in action towards the very back end of last season. Actually ran in October and November, raced 4 times in that space of a couple of months, and managed to win a 2nd place finish and a couple of 3rds as well. There's not actually too much experience in this race, I don't think, and the know-how that this horse has could be vital. I think there's a few that could be a little bit keen on this longer trip, wanting to go a little bit faster. I think Island Remedy should settle and should go well today. Think we'll enjoy this step up in trip. Looks to be a bit of a stayer from the races that I've seen before, and I think can go really well today. Looks to be another horse that might just be overpriced. I think actually, when looking, actually came out on top in terms of ratings, and which is always a bit vital. Some of the stats I looked for the premium tip, this horse actually ticked many of those boxes. So the fact that I was then getting 10 to 1 made it confident that this could be a really good little earner. Yeah, ticks plenty of boxes and should go well today. Just hopefully won't need that run too much. As I say, obviously it's been a while since the run, but it's not been absolutely ages. You see some horses running for the first time since June or August really needing the run. The fact that this horse was running in fairly testing conditions in October and November means that perhaps now in May, where the ground still isn't great, you're still looking at probably good to soft, to be honest. I think that could mean that maybe this horse doesn't quite need the run quite so much, and as I say, the experience that this horse has could actually be vital, and yeah, should go well today. That's the little earner in the 220 at Lingfield. It's Island Remedy at 10 to 1. Right, so that means we'll go through your lucky 15 now for today. Lucky 15 starts off obviously with Ribbons, the next best bet of the day in the 3:15 Ascot, 7 to 4. Then it's your Art is on Fire at in the 4:35 at Lingfield, also a 7 to 4 shot. Then as a sort of a profit booster, slight outsider here, it's Baby Shine, and that's in the 4:40 at Haydock, currently at 11 to 2. And we finish off with Ivanhoe in the 7:25 at Warwick. That's a 9 to 4 shot. Potential returns from £1 stakes for this lucky 15 around about £337 or so, give or take a couple of market moves here and there. Just a little word on Baby Shine. It was actually a premium tip for us at Cheltenham, not at the Cheltenham Festival, but at Cheltenham last month, when they had a little meeting taking place there. And I don't think lost too much in defeat, actually. There was a lot of doubt over this horse and jumping fences, and actually put an immaculate display of jumping last time out. Had a couple of falls, and some were wondering whether fences are best for Baby Shine. But yeah, as I said, did put in actually a really good round of jumping on that day, and was carrying a big weight. I think it was about 12 stone, if not sort of 11 stone 12 or something, carrying a lot less today, about a stone less or so. So it's going to feel like a bit of featherweight on this horse's back. I think Haydock, the course, will actually suit this horse, and if he could put in a similar round of jumping to that test last time out, I think 11 to 2 could be really good value on this horse. So say carrying a bit of a featherweight, looked to have sorted out his jumping last time out, and that could be the horse that really sends his lucky 15 into some big profit. Let's hope that that is the case. So that's the premium tip, the next best bet, lucky 15, little earner, all the tips for today. If you've got any questions on any of them, as I say, feel free to get in touch and I will answer those as best I can. Not too many other fancies really today. Usually on a Saturday, for the big races, I'll give you a couple of tips there, but there aren't many big races today, I don't think. I think perhaps the biggest of them is strangely, the Swinton Hurdle from Haydock. As I said, they're hosting a bit of a mixed card. You've got a couple of, a decent handicap and a really good fillies race at Lingfield, a decent handicap at Ascot, but perhaps the Swinton Hurdle is actually the biggest race of the day at Haydock, or perhaps most intriguing, and I do have a little fancy for that. But as I said, although it's a really good day of action, I don't think it's the most enthralling for a Saturday. I think we're looking at some good racing tomorrow as well. But yeah, it's a really good day, but you know, not one that you get really excited about, as we were, you know, last weekend with the 1,000 and 2,000 guineas and a really great card from Newmarket. So that's just the way it goes. But yeah, as I said, the Swinton hurdle comes from Haydock at 3:30, and just as a little each way fancy here, I really like As I Am. This horse was nearly the little earner for the day, but didn't quite make it, but I think can run a really good race. It's currently at 16-1 with Coral, and this horse is as consistent as they come. If you look at the horse's last 9 runs, has been in the top 3 in each of those occasions, and that's included 6 wins as well. So it's not a horse that's always just, you know, in the places and always runs well but can't get his nose in front. That's far from the case. You know, 6 wins from 9 is a prolific strike rate. Soft ground is absolutely fine, and I think that's what we're going to have at Haydock today. Connor Schumacher's the man books to take the ride, and he takes £5 off, and he's one of the best values for his claim. I think one of the top apprentices, no doubt about that, and his £5 claim could be vital, and just looks to be a really good each way bet. I think we'll enjoy the course, we'll enjoy the distance, enjoy the crowd, consistent as they come, comes here in great form. Connor Schumacher taking £5 off, ticks plenty of boxes, and at 16-1, I think we could be looking at a really good each way bet there. But that's the only other the real fancy for today. As I say, maybe not the best of days in terms of quality, but certainly plenty in terms of quantity, with 8 meetings taking place. Bit of jumps, but it's mainly all about the flat. The flat season's very much in full swing right now, and you can see that, you know, we're having plenty more flat horses and more confident in many of them than you are at the start of the season. Just would like that ground, you know, just to dry up, and we want it, you know, good to firm kind of ground, really. It's a little bit frustrating. We're still seeing good to soft, even to soft in some places, but that's just the way it goes. Hopefully that can clear as soon as possible, and in the next week or so we can just, you know, all be racing off good ground, which I think is what we all want to see, because that's usually when the best horses come out on top, not the horses best suited to the conditions. And you look at sort of Chester yesterday, where it was soft ground, the amount of non-runners is so frustrating from a punting point of view. Not only do we give tips out sometimes and they're you know, then declared non-runners, but also you can have a tip that you think's a great each way bet at 10-1 or something, where there's 9 runners. You can have a couple of non-runners, you all of a sudden got 2 places. There's hefty rule 4, and that can be really frustrating. So let's hope the non-runners don't come today. Let's hope that all horses can stand their ground, and of course mainly come back safe. But yeah, should be a really good day of action today. Looking forward to it. As I say, maybe not the most prestigious, but should be a decent one. That's just about it for today's video. Remember, as it's Sunday tomorrow, there won't be a video. That's when we just give it a little break. But feel free to email in joe@freeracingtips.co.uk. You can also get in touch on the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold. Feel free to get in touch throughout the weekend. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. But thanks for watching today. Let's hope we can have a good day of bookie bashing, and I'll speak to you all a little bit later on. Thanks, bye-bye.